have no idea if it connected. I did not hear it. Let me see. Let's do that again. I did not hear it connect. All right, what's the deal here? Why is it not connecting? Oh, it says connected. Okay, it's connected. I could not see it. All right, cool. Oh my goodness, so many things are shifting and moving and changing and quickly, abruptly. So let me tag you. Let me mute my... Is that the one? Yeah. Okay. All right. It's Friday morning, Friday the 13th. What a glorious day. I'm at everyone. Whoops. I am live now. Come and join me. All right, let me get my hair out of the face. All right, got some decks out. What came to me when I was considering what is the topic for today was being kind to ourselves. There's so much happening so fast. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm not always very kind to myself as I'm moving through it. Because, you know, I think I should be somewhere that I'm not. Hi, Vanessa. How the heck are you? This might be just the perfect topic. It's all divine timing, right? That you show up on the day I'm talking about being kind to yourself. Yes, be kind to you. So there's so much energy happening and shifting and changing and evolving so fast. If we're not slowing down to embody and to feel and to allow ourselves to be where we are, we keep trying to push the way that we've always done, which is a very old energy and very old vibration, and it doesn't serve us. It's not going to work. Typically, we get our butt handed to us because we don't listen. Guilty. Me, guilty here. I was telling someone recently, I was very restless, irritable, and discontent. I haven't used those phrases or terms in a long time. Those particular, comes out of AA. Restless, irritable, discontent. Halt, hungry, angry, lonely, tired. So I was supported to do some writing about that. So I did some writing about that. And the bottom line was, once I'm irritated, I'm just irritated about everything. Doesn't matter what it is or who it is. I'm just irritated. just how it goes. And I think that's true for a lot of us. We're just across the board irritated. And until we get into or under what's really going on, what am I truly irritated about, we don't see it and we stay in that place. So I did some writing and been in my own space and energy really up-leveling and upgrading and moving. Just the energy and the vibration and my own upgrades are happening really fast and taking ownership of them. And I'm resisting that. It's uncomfortable. I don't like it. All the same old BS that when I listen, it's the same dialogue. And it doesn't matter what it's about. If I'm uncomfortable, it's the same dialogue. And then I go into that irritable place. So leaning in. It's the same message I share a lot. Pause, slow down, feel, embody. It's the same message that's given to me. If you think you've slowed down some more. I was told that I've been slowing down. Well, right there, when I do that, I've been slowing down. Defending myself. Big ego in the way. I have, but how do I say that? I have slowed down. And when someone's saying do it more, and I'm getting egotistical about it, that's my sign that to slow down more, to sit still a little more often, to feel what I'm feeling. And then whatever's showing up, I can feel that and embody it and embrace it. Instead of, no, I'm uncomfortable and I don't want to feel that. When we resist, and we all have our moments, or a lot of them, until we really truly learn to just surrender and ride the waves. And until we do that, we resist, we're irritable, restless, discontent. I get angry because I don't know what's going on, and then I'm angry about that, and then I'm judging my judgment. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff that snowballs. It's ridiculous when I look at it and talk about it. It's like, this is so ridiculous. I know what to do. I'm still human, and depending on how big the discomfort is, being uncomfortable as I shift, then I get in that state. And it's a slow thing. It's not I'm suddenly irritable. It's that it's been going on for a few days, incrementally adding up, until I identify, oh, I'm really irritable. What am I really irritable about? Oh, write that out. Hi, Brad. Good morning. Do some journaling. So I did some journaling. I actually didn't put it in my journal. I wrote it on something else and I burned it this morning. It wasn't something I wanted to put in my journal. It's just a bunch of word vomiting about what I'm irritated about. And then when I finally get through all that and I get to the end, and anybody can do this, write until you're done about whatever it is, what you're angry about, irritated about, whatever it is. Just write it out until you're done. And you'll know when you're done. Good morning. Then, once I'm there, I can actually get into what's under that. What's under the irritation? What's under that frustration? Oh, I'm resisting this evolution that I'm in right now. It's uncomfortable. Wham, wham, wham. It's the same shit. It's just the same shit. How are you? So I actually just had a conversation with someone who we've also talked about those relationships that are like rapidly leaving our space. And I've had some in the past. I haven't had any recently. I haven't had any real recent. But I was talking with someone about something else yesterday. Okay. Good. I appreciate that. Grateful that you show up. And some things were shifting already. And then something happened and that person did something. And then that other person called the partner. Oh, God, what a freaking mess. Ended a decades-long relationship instantly. And made a big fat mess about it. Instead of just leaving. It doesn't have to be ugly and difficult. It just doesn't have to be, but many people, yeah, don't know how to be adults. They're not emotionally adults. And so they make a big fat mess. Like when we were teenagers. I recognize the face. Yes, Suzanne. Hi, Suzanne. Good morning. I'm coming on today because we're leaving tomorrow for the whole next from the 14th until like the 25th or something like that. No, because we're cloudy here. I saw the moon on the 10th. Hello. Long time no see. Feels like a long time. Probably hasn't been that long, but it feels like a long time. No, so I did not. Did you get a picture? I would love to see. I was really annoyed because oops, I just flipped my cards here. It had been really clear and it wasn't a full moon not yet. We were in the energy, but it wasn't full. So I didn't get to see the whole strawberry moon they talk about because it's been raining. So I just shuffling cards, giving my hand something to do, but this is the deck, what we've forgotten. How are you doing, Suzanne? How are you navigating the energy, the full moon? I saw somebody post something and I was, oh, you were driving. You couldn't just stop. I come around the lake, you know, huge bridge. We have a huge lake where we live. It's the biggest lake in Oklahoma, Eufaula. And I'll come driving around and the moon's just hitting it. And it's just glorious. It's so beautiful. And I'm like, I just want to stop on the bridge and take this magnificent picture. And I'm driving. It's not safe. I have pulled off before, but it wasn't, then I didn't have the whole view of the lake. I had like a little section of it, so. Okay, the card that came out for us, number 22, which is the master number, and it's intention. What is your intention? Set your intention. Be intentional all the time. Let's wait for it to come up on my screen so I can look at it there, because I see more on the screen. Yes, all the codes on the side. You can see all the little strands of DNA. So being intentional in everything that you do, not just once in a while or when it's really important. Exactly. You would not be the only one I would activate some road rage about if I stopped on the side of the road, even though it's not as busy. Oh, that's funny. My work world is now wide open. I got laid off in March due to federal contracts being canceled. Oh, man. Well, you know, I've learned to stop saying, oh, I'm so sorry about that. When it's really, what I understand is when that happens, we have all kinds of feelings about it. But I also know there's a divine timing thing. So you're being prepared for something bigger than that. Or better, many of us are being shifted out of what we've been doing and into something else. Something that we might have had some inkling about. It's many people you have to pause. It's like this space of pausing or feeling like a void or limbo or a dark night of the soul or whatever we call it. I started calling it like a void. It felt like this void space that is, it's not empty, but I'm not sure where I'm going. There's no direction yet. Kind of like the cocoon, when the butterfly's in a cocoon and it's completely being reformed and turns into that goo state first and then comes out as the butterfly. So it's people that have done something, and it might just be that thing is up leveled, but there's so many people that are just like, they've been going in this direction and suddenly they're just making a severe turn somewhere because they're being transformed into what their soul is calling them forth to do and to be. So it's exciting. I mean, it can feel fearful, but it's very exciting. So the intention, setting the intention can be to, have a visual, have a vision of how it would feel in your ideal job, not necessarily what the job is. Like what would be your ideal work environment? What would be the dream, not what the job is, but what would be your dream space to work in and people you work with and things like that, setting that intention. If you're looking to do that, maybe you're not even looking to do that. But you can set your intention and then visualize what it feels like. And then allow the universe, letting go of the how, allow the universe to deliver. OnlyFans. All right. Well. Oh, well. This is so perfect. This is the deck. The Chinese 5 elements. OnlyFans for you, Brad. And follow your curiosity. 2 cards came out. This one is 52. It's a wood rabbit. Follow your curiosity. How appropriate is that for all of us as we're shifting and up-leveling? And the fire dragon, co-create with the universe. So you have a wood element and a fire element. I've been in the organization 20 plus years. I think it was time for a change. Oh yeah, I love the idea of setting an intention. My current intention is to take the summer off. Ooh, I love that. Yes, this is very pretty artwork. I love that. Yeah, take the summer off, enjoy, feel, you know, that's the whole, like, these 2 cards are so perfect for all of us, because I know where all 3 of us are at now. Follow your curiosity. Rabbits are very, very curious. And we have several around here, and when they get startled, they just freeze. They freeze. And they don't move, and they just look and stare. And then when they feel safe, they just start eating again. So I saw one last night. I got home and it just sat there and it froze and looked at me, and then it realized I'm not a threat. So it's probably the one I rescued last year. And then you got this one, co-create the fire dragon. So adding some passion, co-create with the universe. Yeah, 53 and 52. Okay, they came together. So getting curious about just the next step. What's the next step? What am I doing today? What am I creating today? What am I setting my intention for today? And then following that. And when we co-create with the universe, as we are the creators in our world, excuse me, it's super important that we're creating, we're putting our intention, we're laying out our plans, we're holding our visual, we're creating the feeling and what it looks like, what it feels like, but to not get attached to the how. Like, have all that and then let go of how that's going to come to you. Because the more we the more we attempt to visualize how it's supposed to come to us, or the avenue that's supposed to be brought to us, we've just limited the universe and how it's going to be delivered, because it's going to be delivered in the path of least resistance. And when we get fully aligned in whatever that intention is, we're fully aligned, we're feeling it, and we're clear message to the universe, it will deliver. Not in our timing. It's divine timing. It's not usually my timeline, because I want it now. And then I try to tell it how. Well, I think it should come from only my job. Money should only come from the job that I do. But the universe. All right. Have a great week. I'll see you on the other side. Have a great weekend. And a great week for you too. And so we get caught up in those hows and try to tell God, the universe, creator, whatever you call it, how to deliver it. Now we put a limit on it. No limiting, no limitations. Simply hold the vision of what it feels like. Taking the whole summer off. Finding or diving into what makes you feel passionate and what makes you feel joyful. That was one of the things that my friend asked me when I was telling her I was feeling so irritable. She's like, well, what's your joy? Yeah, we're going to both have a lot to talk about. Yes, for sure. Oh yeah, because you have yours. Is it this weekend or next? I think it's this, right? So excited for you. I'll be available by text and some messaging. So when we live in the feeling as if it's already complete. Thursday, okay. We start dance on Thursday. So perfect timing. I'll have that in my prayer and thoughts. When we imagine it and we live in the feeling of it and it's already done, Love you too. And we have the circumstance or the situation that we're living that as if it's already complete. The dream job or the creating this business, being successful. I don't need to know how that comes to be. I simply hold that intention of success or intention of feeling joyful. And then fill in those spaces as they come. I love, love, love. One of the things that brings me so much delight and joy is taking pictures. And I love taking photos. I love finding new flowers, and I love to get really close to them and see all the little details. Hi, Dawn. All the little details in it. Love it. Love it. Love it. My camera's finally figured out that's what I'm wanting to do, because it usually will focus on the background. I'm like, no. Focus on the flower or the butterfly. Got some amazing photos, and it lights me up. If I'm in a poo-poo mood and I go walking out and then I see a butterfly or I see a dragonfly or I see this really beautiful new flower I haven't seen before, like a little kid, or the turtles. We have turtles around here. I don't see snakes. Lou's seen a couple of them and he's shown me, but I actually haven't seen any myself. I'm kind of grateful for that. He got bit by one copperhead last year, so I'm grateful for that. I'm always watching where I go. But I love that, like, that lights me up. It always has from long, long ago. I did photography in school. Hi, Debbie. So those are the things that bring me joy. So when I'm in this poo-poo mood and I go walking, now, first of all, I'm out in nature, and then I just start to look around at the beautiful things around me, all the abundance. I get really grateful, and then I start doing my photos and just really bringing in that passion. Then it's overlaid on everything else in my life. And I don't have to figure out how things are going to come to be. Where the money's coming from. Where the clients are coming from. I don't have to figure all that out. That's not my job. My job is to follow the inspiration, the curiosity. Follow that. Because when we have the vision really clear, we take that inspired action from that space instead of what we think we should do. Because I show that one. I'm supposed to do this. This is what I should be doing. And I'm doing all the shoulds and it's still not working. Because I'm not passionate about it. I'm like, I'm just doing it because I'm supposed to. Someone told me and this is how you do it. Who cares? It doesn't work. That's the point of that. It does not work. If I'm supposed to do it, it doesn't work. It just doesn't. It never has. Desperation begets desperation. Yes, yes, yes. If I'm coming from desperation, oh God, it's just ugly. Anyway, it doesn't feel good. I'm not getting anywhere. Yes, 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 yes. I love it. You can take the summer off. We are getting ready for our annual spiritual ceremony we do every year, Sundance. We're going tomorrow. It officially starts on Sunday. We go tomorrow. We always go a day early and set up camp, and then when people come on the first day of it starting, then we can help everyone else. Thank you for that. This deck. Let me tell you the deck I have. I pulled out 4 of them. I've pulled a card from 3 of them. Wisdom of Avalon. I love my decks, and they just simply confirm whatever I've been speaking to. So perception. Perception is this one. Everything is about perception. Our whole entire world is about perception and how we see it, how we view it. People wonder why some people seem to have all the breaks and all the luck and all of this. Well, that's because of their perception and the energy that they hold. That it's divine timing that Suzanne lost her job or got laid off, whatever you call that, however you label that. It's divine timing. rather than, oh my God, what am I going to do? And now I'm lost and I don't know what to do next and I'm stressed. And, there's a whole different energy on each one of those. So perception is everything in our world. If you don't like your perception, change it. The number of that one. Oh, number 42. I'm going to pull the... Oops. This marker. I've got the book. I'm going to read it. This marker requires you to contemplate how you look at the world. Through what eyes do you see? Do you peer through those of prejudice or judgment? Are you viewing your present circumstances by projecting your past? Oh my gosh, how many... It's such an unconscious thing that we project from the past. We just keep repeating. And we wonder why we have these cycles and these patterns, because we keep repeating. If we want something different, we have to do something different. And that requires changing our perception and our dialogue. The dialogue in our head that's generations and ancestral, all that stuff. This is the time to slow down, to observe from all angles. This calls for objectivity and willingness to examine your life and others through a neutral pair of eyes. Within you, awareness is transcending your ego's separated sense of self. Rise above it, see through your soul, and know that things aren't always what they appear to be. This marker brings clarity and asks you to look and to wait. Perhaps all you need to do is to relax and put on another pair of glasses. Then what is in front of you might be magically transformed. Perception is everything. Take no further action until you see how the message applies to your current situation. Then, once you've shifted your perception, you may find that this was all that you needed to do. Boom. That's what we were saying. All right, and in all of this process, let me bring it full circle, because I started talking about being kind to you when we're going through this stuff. When life feels like you're blindsided, you're getting thrown these curveballs, these people are making a big fat mess in the relationship so that they can leave the relationship. Let them go. If people don't want to be in your life, let them go. Don't keep trying to hang on to something that's not working. It's probably not been working for a while. I've had some that have made big, fat, ugly messes to leave, blame, shame, all that crap. And some, I was the one who went, I am done. And I ended it, and I blocked all the avenues that I could think of. Self-preservation. I finally reached a point of, I will not be treated this way. I don't treat myself this way. Why would I allow you to do it? And there can be, for some things, it depends on what it is for you, a whole grief process. There may be a whole grief process that might last 5 minutes. It might last 5 hours. It might last 5 days. But allowing that to be okay. There's versions of us that have brought us to this point. And as we're evolving, the year of the snake, and we're shedding, there's sometimes some grief about this person, I almost said woman, but it is more than me, this person that's brought me to this point. The version of you that got you here. Sometimes there's a little grief about saying goodbye to that because it's not working. It's not serving. It's not effective. And then we grow into a new skin. And we're doing new things. And it's the same with relationships or 20 plus years in a job. Sometimes there's that. Sometimes it's a relief that we didn't know. Maybe we didn't even know we needed it. Sometimes it's a relief. Sometimes it's a relief when the relationship is over and we didn't even know. Because we're so just in the routine of it and the rules of the relationship that we have set up from the beginning. So there's relationships that we set up rules, whether they're spoken or not. We have certain rules that we operate by in that relationship. One of us starts growing. The other one doesn't want to. Or they talk a good game. Hi, Christine. I didn't know that was you there. That's why I left my marriage. Some behavior just isn't acceptable. Excuse me. Exactly. And if the person is not willing to change. I had a lot of those come to Jesus meetings with one person, and it was just lip service. Just lip service. They didn't really want to change. They didn't want to be different. And I kept growing and evolving, and I wasn't willing to participate anymore. And the bottom line is the energy no longer matches. We get all caught up in all the emotions and stuff. And if we simply can step back and get a little bit more objective, the energy's not a match. And no matter how you try to force it, it's not going to be. It's going to be more uncomfortable. Because we're trying to hold on to something or keep something in the same place that we hold it, instead of allowing it to just go. But if someone doesn't want to be in your life, why do you want to keep them there? Because it takes more work to keep them there. It's not an easy flowing relationship. And in all of that, whatever externally might be happening, all the stuff inside of us is shifting. And so being kind to yourself as you evolve through that. Letting yourself take the summer off. Letting yourself take the break. Rest when you need to. Stop trying to push to do the things that you've always done. Oh, I'm just a little tired, but I got to keep going. I got to get this stuff done. I got to go. Because that's our old culture of producing constantly, very masculine driven. You'll get stuff done. And you'll get more done when you allow yourself to rest and not feel shame and guilt about resting. Oh, I'm so lazy. I just sat around all day and did nothing. I never do nothing, ever. It might look like it. I might just be sitting there, but there's never nothing going on. I promise you. And it's in our best interest. And I love that there are some companies that allow you to take a mental health day. I need a day off. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I'm stressed. I'm whatever. I just need a break. It's a beautiful thing. Questions? Any questions? Or comments? I'm going to pull a dragon card and take a look at who you might want to converse with as we go through this next week or so. I love this dragon deck. Y'all don't know it. Diana Cooper. Nope. No questions? I left 2 marriages because of that stuff, Christine. They didn't really want to be different. Ha! Of course it was! I love that. Thank you for that. Blue Dragon from the Pleiades prepares you to accept source healing. Accept a heart activation. Give and receive heart healing. It's a beautiful card. Let me see. I'm good at my no idea. I was hoping for a little cosmic finding of the page. That did not happen. Blue Dragon from the Pleiades. Awesome. 86. All right. The Pleiades is the star cluster of healing. Between Source and the Pleiades, there is a blue etheric rose. It has 33 petals. For 33 is the vibration of the Christ light. The rose is a transformer through which pure source healing is downloaded to the masters of the Pleiades. They pass it at an appropriate frequency to the angels and dragons, who in turn shower it onto those humans who are ready. The incredible 7th dimensional blue dragons from the Pleiades hold the rose in their hearts and radiate source healing. They whirl around us, pouring the blue heart healing into us as soon as they see we are ready. They activate and light up a high frequency blue rose in each of our 12 chakras. Preparing our energy fields for the angels of the Pleiades to connect with us. Even then they will remain with us so that we can easily hold the healing vibration of the blue rose and pass it on to others. Oh, I see. I'm going to hold that up as I read the last piece. The guidance. A blue dragon from the Pleiades has come to you today to offer you healing by lighting up a blue rose in each of your chakras. Relax. Invite it to touch you and accept the energy it brings you. Alternatively, it may have sought you to suggest you give beautiful blue Pleiadian healing under the law of grace to others. If you wish to do this, tell it that you are ready, and it will activate a huge energetic blue rose in your heart so you can direct source healing to a person or a situation. Love that. Love it, love it. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Divine timing for sure. It is always that, and it's always the message right at the time you needed it. I love that. Happens for me too. All right, my lovelies. Have a beautiful week. I will not be here next week. It'll be 2 weeks. Whatever that last, I don't know the date. I don't remember. It's 2 weeks from tomorrow, whatever that date is. And I'll create an event. So you'll see that. I will see you then. Have a fabulous couple of weeks. I love you. I'm grateful that you're here. Namaste.